Apparently Perry's the home of the Silver Lake sea serpent. Gotta look that up later. God, it was tough getting out of the house. Tough leaving my baby. It's fucking nerve-wracking though. I don't like leaving the home base, you know? I've been saying I was gonna do this for years. I just want to get some specific shit done this year. And this is one of the things I needed to cross off, so. No! One of my tires is low. Do you know what I mean? This trip is kind of stressful. Everything fit in the car. I think I remembered everything. I'll cut to something later where I show you that I forgot something. Like, oh shit! I can't even do this now. Hey, I didn't forget anything. In fact, I brought too much stuff for no reason. Okay, here we are. We're pulling in. I'm in cabin number 1. Which one's that? A bit of a bumpy road. Jesus, the winding roads out here. There she is. Cabin number 1. Okay, so I saw some people at a cabin close to here. Hopefully they won't mind too much. Yeah. Or maybe they'll be gone after or whatever. Alright. Holy shit, I'm here. Okay, so I'm in the space. And this is it. Here it is. It's good. It's got a bunch of insulation in the top. Like I said, there are some people. Basically, I wanted to get a look at how everything is now because I'm gonna move the shit out of this shit and probably open up the biggest area I can to track in. And yeah, try and make it kind of quiet. You know, it's like, it's really fucking out here. It's really cool. One thing all you gotta do, check for bed bugs. Nope, that's a piece of lint. Here we go. Anything in there? I don't see anything. Alright, I'm gonna, I don't know, take a piss, set up a little bit, and I'll get back to you. Just got back from dinner with my best dude, Eli. What a great dude, man. Thankful for him. And really great that I could see him and I could start this whole thing off, this journey off, face to face with someone who is probably the #1 most compassionate person I know. So it's the first night. I got everything set up in there. Man, I'm so bad at this. Talking to the camera and talking to myself, I feel like an idiot. But I said I would do this, so I'm going to try and do it. It's all set up, and I haven't tested the volume on the guitar or the bass yet, but I'm going to try that out now. Plug in all the pedals, make sure everything works. Probably won't get started on anything substantial tonight, though. I just wanted to make sure that everything sounded alright. I hope I make something good. Because I know what's going to happen is I'm going to start playing, and I'm going to do all the things that I would normally do. And this is about figuring out how to get past that part, you know. I feel like if I just play enough, you know, if I just, you know, if I play drums for an hour, I'll probably grab something out of there, you know. I'd probably grab a 3-minute song out of an hour of playing. Alright, I think that's a good stopping point. Well, here we are, day 2, getting started by hiking around a little bit and checking things out down here. It's a nice little stream behind my, there's the waterfall part of it. Nice little stream behind my cabin. My cabin is up there. You can see it somewhere. But, So far so good. I think the people are leaving. I found some rules in the bathroom that said I can't make sound after 10 p.m. So, but yeah, so I just tried things out last night and see how they would go. They went pretty well, except that I'm finding myself I'm cutting too much. I don't want to spend so much time actually trimming the waveforms. I want to just create. It also was a little too high for drums, you know? I need to be completely on to lay these things down if I'm going to do the kind of improvisational work I want to do. So this morning I made some coffee in the coffee maker, provided free of charge. Brought my own coffee though, because you know, cabin's cool. I blew a fuse like pretty much immediately when I tried to plug everything in on what I guess was one circuit breaker, and I had the radiator going too, and it's like poof, like shit. I'm in trouble now. I didn't even think about the fact that this place would need to have like enough ampage to get the job done. There's also a ton of wolf depictions in my cabin. I did a project in middle school, you know, they ask you to pick an animal and do a project on an animal. I think that's probably a little bit of a window into your either your past life or your soul animal, or I don't know. I think when you're a kid and you kind of just freeball that shit, whatever comes out is probably the one that's closest to you for whatever reason. So I've got it all queued up so when I walk in I can just sit down and play the drums. That's gonna be the first thing I do. Pleased to report that the first morning drum session went much better than my high drums last night. I need to manage my time. Time management is a big part of this. Let's just take a walk around. Maybe I'll give you the tour here. So there's the coffee maker. This thing is good. It stays on, you know, the whole time. That way I don't have to keep turning it on, like the one that we have at home. Gotta keep a little bit in the pot, and then you know, pour your coffee back into the pot, heat it up, swish it around, put it back in your cup, you're ready to go. We've got the workstation, bar. What did I want to show you in here? Okay, what you saw the picture on Instagram, I'm sure. What's next? I'm gonna start bass now. It's the bathroom. Alright, so we're at the start of day 2. And last night went pretty well, actually. Spent a lot of time on 3 improvisations. Happy with the results. Definitely needs more trimming and needs some extra instrumentation. Question is, do I have any improvisational energy left? Gotta say, I'm fucking beat from yesterday. It was I think I worked from about 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. So it was a long one. And I just need to make sure, like I said, time management is really the key on this. So I try and stay organized and get something out. So there you go. Really weird that no one's gonna come bother me, or something can't interrupt me right now. Nothing can interrupt me right now. Well, I have heard some weird howling out there late at night, like some sort of beast, like maybe even the sea snake serpent of Silver Lake. Ah! Yeah, it's really freaky out there at night. You go out there to take a piss and you're looking into the wilderness and it's so black that you can't see anything, but there's a little bit of sunlight reflecting on a tree or something, and you're like, is that tree a tree, or is that some sort of witch out there? It's just waiting for you to turn around and head back into the cabin and close the door, but they just burst in and suck your soul right out of your body. This is one of the greatest things I've ever done. So I'm just lucky to have the resources, the time, the stability. Airbnb, thanks Airbnb, for making this possible, you know? I feel like a lot of times in life you try to set in motion a series of things that will get you to where you intend to go. I'm just thankful, and I just want to keep saying that because day number 3 in the cabin. I am exhausted. But I thought, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get up at like 9 a.m. every day, get rolling, and today I think I was in bed till like 11:30. I think I've been putting in about, alright, here we go. Let's see, yesterday, 14 hours, and the day before I think I did 15. Those are 2 long days, so I'm trying to have a little more fun today and focus on some of the techniques that I haven't really explored yet. Just noise going, you know, I need to get some like sample stuff that I can pull from. Somehow I've managed to keep the same 2 picks this entire time. Alright, here's the first one I'm pretty excited about. Let's have a listen through. Well, I've reached a sort of ending point here. I'm taking down the drums because all of the percussion stuff is finished. It's day 3. It's 6:53, so I've got a couple hours before bed. Figured I'd start packing up before I had to move it all out in the morning. I got to be checked out before 11 a.m. tomorrow, so. And yeah, so you can watch me take some of this shit down for posterity. Stay organized. Use Velcro. So, semi-cleaned up in here. Reaching the end of my time. It's been a marathon, a real test of how quickly can you solve a problem to get into a direction that you like and not waste any time. Part of that is definitely not overthinking it and just cutting it when you know it's bad. If it's bad, you're like, gotta go. It's gotta go right there. You can't just be like, well, maybe I'll figure that part out later, or like maybe I'll like it later, because you'll never like it later. Try to make a habit of doing that, cutting right away, and fine-tuning a little bit of going back and revisiting each one at the end of the day and fine-tuning it a little bit. They make progress collectively that way. Yeah, what I really wanted to say was that I'm just gonna be it's gonna be really sad, you know. It's like when you're on tour and then you have to come home and you've lived this different life for a while and now you have to come back to your real life. God, this is like a little like piece of heaven dropped onto earth, you know, because it's like I could just be here. My whole life is like paused, you know, somewhere, and I'm just in here making music. Everything's just waiting for me to come back. It's really, really awesome.